if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the family. For my OGs, welcome back. My name is Mary J, and on this channel I talk about product management, tech, skincare, faith, personal development, career development. You know what? Anything that I find interesting, I feel like you're gonna find interesting too. And I know that for you to have clicked on this video, you found this interesting. So let's just get into the video. So today we're going to be talking about my goals for 2025. How I set those goals, and the aim of this is to help you set your goals for 2025. So I know that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, and that is why I am making this video. I already have one up on the year in review for 2024, my goals and how I achieved them. If I achieved them, I'm going to be linking that in this video. But for the main aim of this video is just to show you how I set my goals for 2025, and I also give you a template for you to work with when you want to set your own goals for 2025. So I have put this into like different aspects. I'm going to be sharing my screen. I feel like I'm at an office meeting where I'm like, can you see my screen? But I'm going to be putting a screen up of my sheet. Now, the main reason why I'm using Google Sheets is because I didn't want it to be too complicated, and so that I don't get overwhelmed, and that is why I am using this. So I'm going to be putting this up, and we're going to start with each one. I'm going to talk about how I grouped all of the goals. I grouped them in different aspects: career, content creation, different things, so that it's just clearer for me. And I also put like achievable goals, and I also put how I intend to get those goals. Now, if you want this template, you can you can put it up in the comments, and I would share a link to the template as part of my description of the video. But yeah, let's go. So this is up now. As you can see, I have put the goals into different aspects. You can see career, content creation, finance, fitness, spiritual goals, personal growth, relationship, friendships, fun. And then I put like each goal and how I intend to achieve those goals. I also want to have a monthly update. So an update where I come back to this sheet every month, like at the end of every month into the new month. It would give me a perspective as to where I am in the year and where I want to be. And that's why I have put up like monthly updates. So my plan is within the year I would be putting January, February, March, and all of the different a lot of the different months I'm able to put this update. And then at the end of the year 2025, we'll come back to look at this and see how far we have come and how much we have done in the year. And it might be cleaner than the one that I did for 2024. Um, but yeah, that's the good thing about life. You keep learning, you keep growing, you keep being better. So yeah, let's start with career. So for my career goals, I have a couple of them, and it's just basically all around product management. I want to be able to get like a better job, a more senior role. I want to be able to get a promotion this year. I want to build a personal brand in product management. I'm going to put getting a promotion or a new senior role and getting an international product management job together, because how I tend to achieve that goal is to apply at least to 5 jobs monthly to either one of them. So I would use LinkedIn, I would use other job boards. I have a couple of them. I would share that if you guys are interested in one of my shots. I have a couple of job boards that I used to check out international jobs, and I will use any one of them to actually do this. I also want to build a personal brand in product management. How I intend to do that is to speak more on LinkedIn. I'm currently doing that. I'm currently sharing my experiences on LinkedIn, but I plan to do more of that, sharing my experiences more. I also plan to like give talks. I already have used to post on up on like the different things that I am doing in product management and all of that, but I also want to be able to give talks at like all these tech events. I just want to put myself out there to just let people know me more. I also want to work in a field that I haven't worked in before. So like all of my life in tech and product management, I've worked mostly in B2C. I shadowed the B2B team in my previous company, my previous two companies, and I want to experience that. Now, I don't think there's much difference with working in different fields. I just feel like you are going to be product managing in another field in a different way. I don't know if you get what I mean. So whatever you are doing now as a product manager, you are going to be doing it in that other company. It's just that you are doing it to a different set of people. So the way you product manage to consumers alone is it might be different from the way you product manage to um might be different from the way you product manage to people that are in crypto, people that are in e-commerce. So I just want to experience all of that. I also want to be able to mentor more people, maybe have a monthly call. So the idea around this is to I put it here that it's talking to aspiring PMs, but I think I want it to be like a career driven um conversation. So I don't want it to be just only PMs. I want it to be across maybe new graduates, people that are probably having problems in their career. I just want it to be around me mentoring people, talking to people, having one-on-ones with people, helping them solve their career problems, and also um being better, like finding out different experiences that people are getting in those different companies. So like that's the idea around my career goals for 2025. Now I know that there's every possibility that this might change as I go, and I at the end of the year I'm going to link this video when I do the year in review, and you guys can see if I have changed anything and if I have added anything and how like every month went throughout the year. So yeah, that's it for career. Let's go into content creation now. So my next group of goals is in content creation. For content creation, I plan to achieve more consistent posting schedule. Now I already post every day on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, maybe not every day on YouTube Shorts because some of my videos might be more than 60 seconds. And as I'm doing this video, as I'm speaking to you, YouTube Shorts said that they have 3 minute videos, but I haven't seen it in my own site. So I have to stick to 60 seconds. So any video that is more than 60 seconds, I'll just leave it on YouTube, and I mean I'll leave it on TikTok and just post anything that is any content that I know that is 60 seconds on YouTube Shorts. But anyways, I want to post every day. I would I already have a content calendar. I create a content calendar at the beginning of the month just to post just to have a clear cut picture of how I want to um of the kind of content that I want to post in the month and the kind of topics that I want to talk about. Now, this usually helps me because I am not overwhelmed when I want to post. I just have to go to my content calendar and see what I need to post, and then I move on from there. I also would be editing weekly. So the idea is, if I edit my content during the weekends or in the evenings, I will able to post them um on the channels that I want to post them when I want to post them. So that's the idea for achieving a consistent posting schedule. So a segue into that will be to launch a new content series or project. So I have a video up where I asked about what people are struggling with in terms of getting a job, in terms of interviews, in terms of their career, in terms of different things. So I would just have like a series where I'm talking about stuff like that. So the series can be around LinkedIn optimization, it can be around acing interviews, it can be around what your CV should look like and what your CV should not look like, stuff like that. So it's going to be determined by the way things are going. That's why I put to be determined here. And I also put like around career, around skincare, around things I like or things that I feel like people are going to be able to relate with and enjoy. Um, Another one of my goals is to get up to 1K subscriptions and get monetized on YouTube next year. I started YouTube this year in June, and I already have like, I think at the time of filming this video, I already have like 200 um plus subscribers, and I want to increase that. So the aim or the plan to increase that is to push more relatable content, is to stay consistent, just keep going, because I know that it just takes time, and that's what I'm going to do. I also want to get like 1K followers plus on TikTok. I went viral recently. I think one of my, as I'm shooting this video, one of my videos on TikTok has close to 19K views, which is like really good. That's like the first time, and I have like 100, and I have 100 followers on TikTok, and 100 and sharper. I want that to increase in the first 3 months. Honestly, the reason why I put 1K subs or the first 6 months, I'm trying to reduce expectations. But to be honest, I might hit these goals in the first 3 months if I post things that people would want to subscribe to me for. Do you get? So how I plan to do that, like I said, is to push more relatable content, research things that people are saying. I also want to get up to 1K followers on LinkedIn and counting. I'm putting myself at 1K, but to be honest, I feel like by the mid next year, by mid 2025, I'll probably be pushing this for 5K. Do you get? Because of how go big or go home. Do you get? So I'm already at 700 followers on LinkedIn, and I plan to increase that to like 1K and keep pushing basically. I also want to bring back my IG pages. Now, if you watched my previous video, you would know where I said that IG suspended my account. I think it was when they were on a suspension spree, because that's the only explanation for what they did to me. But I plan to bring back my IG pages or create a new one. I don't know when that is going to be. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, I plan to do that, and or I would create a new page. And if I create a new page, it's fine. If I want to create a new page, I'll probably have to wait a little longer to get more followers so that I can transfer my followers from one place to another. Getting monetized is also linked to getting to 1K subs on YouTube. Start looking at brand deals, UGC, and paid partnerships is also linked to all of the followers I want to get. So all of it is to make money next year. We need to make money next year, bro. We need to make money next year. Post consistently daily on LinkedIn about product management, tech, and corporate. Yeah, so this is also linked to like my career goals. So I want to post every day. Now this is not going to be easy because like staying consistent with a 9 to 5 is going to be crazy, but we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that because we need to get that back. We need to get that back. So yeah, that's it for my goals on content creation. We're going to move on to finance. I'm looking for a man in finance. 6 foot. Let's go. So for my finance goals, I plan to save and invest 40% of my salary monthly. So I already have savings and investment platforms that I use, and I would just try to like find others that probably have a high interest rate or stick to the ones that I'm currently using. Create an emergency fund on service platform. So aside the one that I'm currently using, where where I would continue saving a percentage of my salary, I also want to have an emergency fund for when anything happens and I need to just move money sharp. I want to do that. I also want to have multiple streams of income. I know that we are saying, oh, two incomes doesn't help in Nigeria anymore, but yeah, I want to have multiple streams of income, and this is like linked to getting monetized in content creation, because I want to also get paid for what I am doing here. Yeah, I want to experience that as well. Do you get? So yeah, that's one of my plans for 2025. And trust me, the year is very long, and I know that I will get there. So yeah, that's it for my finance goals. I feel like it's like very short, but it's just basically the whole idea is to get that bag, get that money. Okay. So let's move on to fitness. Fitness is very important to me, and that's why it's one of my goals here. I remember when I used to actively go to the gym, and I think what my deadlift rep at the time, or my is it PR we used to call it? I can't even believe that I've forgotten stuff. But then I was lifting 100 kg in my deadlifts, and I think I didn't have this going to the gym in my initial plans, but I just added it there just to see if that would be a thing this in 2025. I want to continue my 10K steps daily, or at least 5 times a week. I currently do it at least 5 times a week during weekdays. I don't know how that's going to go, especially if I get a role that is not fully remote, but I'm gonna try to do that every day. I added jogging to my everyday walks, and that has really helped me. I also want to do more heat because I don't like the idea of climbing staircase and my heart is panting. I'm just doing you know. So I want to be able to do it. Maybe I would start because I have a skipping rope that Esther got me. So maybe I'll probably start skipping. Take a swimming class and learn how to swim. This was in my goal last year. I planned to swim last year, but I for some reason wasn't able to. I have already started talking to a friend. We're trying to get a pool. I just need to find a pool that is on the mainland that is good, that is also close to me, so that I can start going for like swim classes and then learn how to swim. So that's like one of the things that I plan to do in 2025 in terms of fitness. So another important aspect of these goals for me is spiritual goals. Spiritual goals, my spirituality is very, very important to me, even more important than every other goal that I have put up. And I have a couple of goals that I have already written down that I want to incorporate into my life spiritually. My spiritual life was better in 2024. I want it to be better. I want it to be bestest in 2025. So one of the things that I want to do is at least read at least a chapter of the Bible every day. In 2023, I think I had I had read the Bible in 365 days. I had finished the Bible and I felt really great about that. So I want to try that again in 2025. I'm going to use my physical Bible. I use Good News Bible, and I'm also going to use like the virtual U version one. That one would help. I also want to be praying my rosary every day. I do that on my walks already right now. I want to add to it. I also want to visit the Blessed Sacrament at least once a week. I think I want to take this from at least once a week to at least 5 times a week. It might not be a complete 30 minutes every time, but I want to be able to spend at least 30 minutes a week in Blessed Sacraments, meditation, prayer, adoration, and all of that. I also want to attend Mass 5 times a week. As part of my work and all of that, I want to do that. I'll be doing it during before my walks. I'll see how that goes in 2025. I was already doing it in 2024. I want to see how that would go. Listen to Bishop Baron weekly. In 2024, it didn't go great for me. I wasn't listening to it. If you want to know who Bishop Baron is, I'm going to link his YouTube channel in this video. But I also want to say that I spoke extensively about him in my previous video, so you can check that out. But I want to be able to watch his um videos every week just to boost my spirituality. Listen to more Christian gospel songs, of course. I have already said how I love listening to Christian songs um that just reminds me about the love of God, and that's why this is on my list. I also want to be doing meditation. I want to journal and do silent prayers 30 minutes in a week. Now this is the list, and how I want to do this is I'm going to set an alarm for it to be able to do this. I will see how that goes, but it's one of my goals for 2025, my spiritual goals for 2025. So we're going into personal growth. The whole idea of this goal setting is very big on personal growth. Like personal growth is very important. So I have a list of it too. I want to get an MBA, or at least start an MBA in 2025. The plan is to start applying to schools. I feel like help me do it will help me bridge the gap between business and technology more, which is my role as a product manager. And I'll be able to tell if a product manager needs an MBA or not. How best to say this if I don't experience it? So I can't really tell you guys that, oh, you only need boot camps, you only need courses to be able to be a product manager. if I experience or when I experience getting an MBA, I'll be able to come here and say, product managers don't need MBAs or product managers need MBAs. So that's one of my goals for 2025. I might not be able to finish it because like some MBAs are 2 years, some are one. So, but I want to start in 2025. Learn to drive. I want to have finished learning how to drive in 2025 as part of my personal growth. Very important to me. Very scared about that. But we do things regardless of how scared we are. We cannot be afraid of driving. As much as Passenger Princess is very amazing, hate not being able to I hate not being able to do things maybe in times of emergency. Imagine if there's a car at home and I can't drive and somebody needs to go to the hospital. But it might not even be because of that extreme case. It might just be that, oh, this is needed. And yeah, I want to do that. I also want to listen to a YouTube video, a podcast daily where I'll learn something. Yeah, this is to be determined. I want to be like an all rounder. This is not a case of jack of all trade, master of none. No, I want to be able to have a conversation about different things, and that's why I said to be determined. And now that I'm thinking about listening to a YouTube video, a podcast daily, there's one thing that I wanted to do in my content creation, and it is starting a podcast. I want to start a podcast, so I'm putting that under my um content creation goals. So start a podcast and then write more. I don't know how the writing more would go, if I would have to do like a Substack account or continue with my Medium account, but I also want to write more. But most importantly, I want to start a podcast. I feel like I should probably put them in different um I feel like I should probably put them in like different columns um so that they are separate, because like they're separate goals. On the podcast, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I want it to be very fluid. I don't want it to be, if you have any ideas, you can share with me, but I don't want it to just be about career, whatever, whatever. I want it to be anything. I want it to be about living in 20s. I want it to be a case of, oh, I learned this thing and I wanted to share it with you guys across different things and just transferring what I already do on YouTube to a podcast, basically. Yeah. So finish at least a book monthly. I said I was going to do better this year, so I think I would say finish at least um I think I'll leave it at finish at least a book monthly. I'm going to see how this goes at least in January, but I want to finish more than 10 books because my goal has always been 10 books, but I want to be able to finish more than 10 books in a year. Take a course to improve my product management business skills, at least one in 3 months. Now, this is a goal that came from 2024. It's one of the things I wanted to do in 2024 that I was not able to do, and that's why I pulled it into 2025. My goals for 2025. I plan to do this on like Coursera and other channels just to upskill. I have not completed one that I'm currently taking, which is software product management from the University of Alberta, but I hope that by the time I put up this video, I would have finished that course because it's a specialization course and it's really important to me. So, also because I paid for it. So, I want to do that. Then, upskill to international PM level. I feel like getting an MBA, like an international MBA, and then the international courses that I plan to take would suffice for this. I also want to work for an international company, which I already mentioned earlier. So let's see how that goes. So that's it for personal growth, for the personal growth segment. For that area, I'm very excited about this goal. I don't know why. I'm just so excited about 2025. I feel like great things are coming. Oh, I feel like great things are coming, and I'm so excited. Yeah. So let's go into relationships and friendships. So in 2025, I want to be very, very intentional about my friendships. I want to be intentional about the people in my corner. I have this thing where I can think about somebody and just check in on the person, which is what every normal person should be doing because adulthood is hard. That's like the only way that we can keep up stuff with stuff that's happening with our friends. I already keep streaks with some of them, so that's another way of checking in. I but I want to be more intentional. I also do not want to be scared of visiting my friends. This There's a longer story to this, but I just think it's how I am, and I want to be better than that. Like, I just want to be better. So I want to check in as much. I want to visit as much as possible. I want to also be able to gift more often. I'm not going to be basing, because I learned something in 2024 where I don't want to base my gifts on the size or the money that I spent on it. It can be like a very random thing, and that suffices. Do you get? So I want to do that for my relationships and my friendships in 2025. I'm going on to fun. I haven't really Fun is just going to be about rest. I just want it to be about rest. I want to be able to travel. Traveling is one thing that I really want to be able to do. I just haven't had the resources to be able to do that, but I want to do that, and um take you guys on that journey with me. I want to be able to see new places. I want to watch movies and shows. I love watching movies and shows. I have a couple that I like. I'm even as I'm recording this video, as I'm making this video, I'm currently watching Chicago Med. I have a couple of medical series that I like. I think my best one right now is Good Doctor. I've watched Resident, I've watched Chicago Med. I have a couple that I would watch. I want to be able to watch movies, watch shows in 2025. I already do that. That's like my way of distressing. So I already do that. I want to rest more. I want to worry less, because I'm always worried. I'm always worried about tomorrow. I'm always worried about something. It doesn't make sense that I serve God and I am worrying every time. So I want to reduce that in 2025. So this is like a summary of everything that I want to do in 2025. These are my goals that I plan to do in 2025. I hope I'm able to do all of this and more. I feel like I'm going to add to these goals as I go, but I'm very excited for what 2025 brings. It's a new year, new me, like we all say. But yeah, if you've watched to this point, you are a superstar. Superstar in 2024, superstar in 2025, superstar. Thank you for watching. This is a good time for you to also subscribe, like this video, share with your friends, turn on push notifications so that you don't miss any good stuff that I put out. I wish you guys a very happy new year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I wish you the best in 2025, and I hope things actually work out for us, especially us young people that are um grinding and like putting out the work and being hardworking and all of that. I hope things get better for us. So excited for the new year. I hope my excitement is contagious, and I hope you become excited for the new year. It's just another year to be better than we were in the previous year. All right. I'm gonna stop yapping, and bye guys. See ya.